Hey everybody, I'm the Techno Penguin, and this is AIRIS, I think. This is my 100th game on Steam, which is, considering this game's free to play, that doesn't really matter. And the only real thing I know about this is that this is a visual novel, and this is my first ever visual novel, and I thought I would, try it out. Let's just start here. Alright, black screen, great. Ooh, Teddy. I wonder who Teddy is. Leah. Aaliyah. Wake up. I don't really have a voice for. Right. I said, wake up. The familiar, incessant urging cuts through the darkness, but it takes me a second to push through the murkiness in my mind to recall whose voice it is. Teddy. Aaliyah, this isn't funny anymore. Wake up already. Despite the forced casualness in to her voice, there's a tone of concern and fear that I've never heard before. It's the instinctive reason and reaction to comfort her that pushes me to pry my eyes open. Teddy, what happened? Okay, first of all, she looks very surprised. Like, really. Wow. And it's actually a teddy bear. Huh. Didn't exactly expect that, but Teddy's worried. Frown swims into focus, and it immediately melts into a relieved expression when I manage to push myself up into a sitting position. He looks so relieved. Finally. Honestly, if you wanted to sleep, you could have chosen a better location than the middle of nowhere. Teddy's mouth is downturned as usual, but although she keeps shooting me glances out of the corner of her eyes, belies her inner concern. Oh, so that's how it's going to look. At least the girl looks less surprised. Aaliyah, was it? Oh no. I can't help but smile at the bear in front of me. I reach out and pull her into a hug, ignoring a yell of protest. Ooh. Okay, that's tough already, aren't we? He looks legitimately, angry. That's cute. Thank you for coming to find me, Teddy. She lets out a small growl, still squirming my arms for a moment longer before giving up and going still. Let me go, you idiot human. I hide a chuckle, knowing she'd probably swipe me with her paw, if I point out how she's leaning her head into my touch as I stroke her fur gently. Oh. Teddy's cool. You would have thought the little bear cub I saved a year ago would go to be such an adorable companion. Aw, that's even cooler. Already have a really cool character here. And it's a bear. Okay. What happened? Where are we? Whoa, what? Oh. Sure, I'll save. Okay. So. I've learned that middle click apparently lets you just see the background, which is cool. It's really well done. And wait. Ooh, endings. How do I? Okay, I don't know what I pressed to see the history. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, what happened? Where are we? Anyway, don't ask me. When I woke up to find no sign of you anywhere, without even leaving me behind a note, so I tracked you down with my notes, found you here lying on the ground, completely out cold. What in the world were you doing, Aaliyah? You wouldn't even wake up when I called you. No. I like the facial expressions in this game, it's quite nice. Yet nothing. I just ran out from early training and I fell asleep when I sat down to rest. That's all. How do you... Feeling Teddy's probing gaze search my face, I lower my eyes, hoping Teddy can't spell my dishonesty. Another blackout, another few years of my memory. What? Huh? Okay, that was scary. I'm still close to figuring out the reason for it, or what happens during the hours I have no recollection of. Oh, okay. Strange. So far I've been able to keep this a secret from others, but the increasing frequency of these incidents I won't be able to hide it much longer. I'm so confused right now. So this girl who woke up from being blacked out, and a bear wakes her up. Okay. I haven't been able to focus on my training lately. Always fearful of when I lose consciousness next. Fair enough. Like all things are being subtle with their questions. but I can tell the suspicion is growing every time they catch me staring blankly at the air. I want a million miles away while going through the motions of sword training. Are you certain about that? Of course, why would I ever lie to you? Even though I wince at my overly bright tone of my voice, I have my breath waiting for Teddy's response. The beat of silence, as he gives a loud sniff and twists out my grasp, taking a few steps backwards. I need to do better voices for these characters. I can't really do voices though. I guess I'll do this. Wait, it's a girl. Crap. If you insist, yeah, sure. If you insist, I don't particularly care to know anyway. Since I've confirmed that you haven't managed to get yourself into some sort of trouble yet, at least, I'll be leaving now. Undeterred by Teddy's hostility, I reach out and give her a head a gentle pat, smiling. I'll be fine on my own, thanks, Teddy. I'll see you back home tonight. Don't do anything stupid. Hand this out. Teddy shoots me one last gun before dropping all fours and scrambling off. Small figures soon spilling among the trees. My smile fades as soon as she's outside, and I slowly scramble to my feet, wobbling on uncertain legs like a newborn foal. Mother of souls. Is that like God? Oh, but what happened to me while I was out? I felt like I was just being run over by a herd of horses. With every step I take, my aching muscles protest loudly. I can only grit my teeth and press on, hoping to return home as soon as possible. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Nice art style. I believe some escapes at the familiar side of my town square. Almost there. In spite of my active attempts to not think about the blackout, I can't help but keep dwelling on it, racking my brain to try to recall anything about the hours I was gone. Was I sleepwalking? Oops. No, this happened before in the middle of the day when I was most certainly not asleep. I hadn't consumed any alcohol either, so it couldn't be that. What is happening to me? I can't remember anything that happened. No, I need to stop thinking about this. This isn't going to help at all. I'm curious now. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Oh, well, I guess she thought the word happy thoughts. That counts, I think. With my head down, my eyes blurry and unfocused, I don't even notice Lyle. I was what to do now. I thought it was a group of people for a second. Passing by with a group of mages from the guild before it's too late. Aaliyah. Wait, I was going to read it regularly until I figure out the voice. Oh, gender. Aaliyah, are you alright? Crap. I freeze up, stopping down my tracks, immediately turn around and head in the opposite direction, pretending not to see them. Lyle sounds like they stop it, lean close to my ear when they speak again, amusement evident in their voice. I know it's you. They're trying to hide from me. Why is it saying they? Oh, there's mages, isn't there? Right. Forcing a small laugh, I twist around to look at Lyle with an embarrassed smile. Hi, Lyle, I didn't see you there. I'm sure you didn't. Although Lyle's voice is muted as usual, they. Why is it they? I'm trying to suppress laugh. Right, I'm kind of hurry, so I'll talk to you later. See you. They said, intending on escaping Lyle before he gets the truth out of me. But Lyle's hand landing gently on my shoulder causes me to pause. Aaliyah, what's the matter? I've been acting strange for the last couple of weeks. I'm fine, really. No, you aren't. I know that expression. I see a classic fretting face. Look at her fret. How am I doing that? Oh. Okay, scrolling up is apparently history. It's like I can see all the reactions up to Teddy. Alright. Oops. Alright. I'm not fretting. Yes, you absolutely are. I know you too well for you to lie about that. Whenever you get obsessed over a worrying idea that's got into your head, which is every other day, by the way, you get this pinch between your eyebrows and a twist to your mouth. I've said it too many times not to recognize it by now. I take a deep breath and manage to smile that's more natural and genuine, as I give Lyle a playful nudge with my elbow. Stop studying my face. Go study, spell looks Liao. Leah? What is it? Is your leg? Is your wound still bothering you? It's been a week, hasn't it? Perhaps you should seek a medic. No, it's healing. The creature barely scratched. My sentence trails off into silence when a sudden thought hits me. My blackouts have been occurring almost daily for the past week, ever since I received that wound from the creature. Who is the creature? Could the two things be related around? Probably. That's probably it. There are occasional reports of sickness or unusual fatigue after prolonged exposure to the creatures. A curable side effect to the illness that plagues these creatures and turns them into violent, mindless monsters that attack any and all humans. That's fun. Could this be another new side effect of the plague? If so, perhaps I'm not the only one who has experienced this, considering how many creatures as vassals. No, the vassals apparently fight every day. Maybe. I should ask around more for an explanation of these strange things that's happening to me. Aliyah? I should really give I'm gonna assume it's a they, sir. I don't know, what does the they sound like? A liar. Checking out my thoughts, I realized that the owl's been waiting patiently for me to turn my attention to them. I get them. It's one person, super smile. Sorry, just thinking. Worrying, you mean? Perhaps. The owl sighs but doesn't push the issue any further. Well, if you want to talk about it, here. You know what? I changed my mind. Yes, I don't want to talk about it after all. To their credit, the owl merely raises an eyebrow in amusement, too used to my impulsiveness by now. Go on. Listen, the owl. Have you ever... I bit my lip, fumbling for the right words to describe what I want to say. The owl makes a small hum, giving me an encouraging nod and a patient smile. Look how patient it is. I can smell the patientness. Smells nice. Well, you know, this sounds really strange, but have you ever just blacked out suddenly for no just reason, and then wake up with no memory at all of what happened, often in the strangest of places? All laughter immediately leaves the owl's eyes, and their sudden change in expression makes my heart leap, whether in hope or fear I can't tell. You wake up feeling exhausted and sore, as though you've just been on losing sight of a tavern brawl. Is that right? Yes, exactly. I press on, leaning closer to the owl and peering at them intently. So, you've heard about this happening to people before? The owl hesitates for the briefest moment, their expression changing almost in something I wouldn't have picked up on if I hadn't known them for years. Yes, I have. Been going through them myself, actually. The humanity. No. It takes a minute for the owl's casual confession to sink back in, and when it finally does, my eyes widen in shock, my jaw almost dropping to the ground. That was not what I was expecting at all. Wait, you too? Why haven't you told me? How long has this been going on? Do you know why this is happening? What's wrong with us? The same reason you didn't tell me until now, I suppose. I've been trying to figure out this myself. I haven't got any ideas yet. Before I realized I've been rushing at me, and a deflated disappointment. I had hoped. I give my head a small shake, trying to chase the sadness away. No, I shouldn't feel let down. The important thing is that I don't have to carry this secret by myself anymore. I have the owl. We can figure this out together. I'm sorry I can't be of help. I shook my head, hooked my hammer on Niels. It's not your fault. Besides, I'm sure we can find out the reason in no time if we work together. Yes, I'm sure we will. I turn my head to beam at them, but the smaller area turns hesitant, almost reluctant. Confused, I turn my head at them, studying their expression. Is it just me, or do they keep avoiding my eyes? Chalking it down to my paranoia, I brushed the thoughts away, nudged them in the side gently. You know, I've been thinking. Oh, it's probably them because it's, neither boy nor girl. So it's them. Not them as in multiple people, just one person who has no real gender. Okay. If we're both suffering from the same strange phenomenon, I think it's likely that we aren't the only ones. I think we should ask around the guild hall to see if anyone else has heard or experiencing this kind of problem. No! The word burst out of the owl's mouth at a volume 3 times higher than their usual speaking level, and it takes a step back in shock and confusion. No? I watch as the owl takes a deep breath, and when they speak again, they're back to the normal, gentle tone, a slightly apologetic smile tugging at their lips. I don't think we should act rashly. I cross my arms, pursing my lips. You can actually see the pursing lips too, but not crossing the arms. Why not? I don't think of asking around for information is considered a rash action. This is a potentially serious problem. We need to handle this subtly and avoid drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps we could lose our status as one of AIRIS' vassals if we didn't believe we aren't fit to protect the kingdom anymore. So, AIRIS is the either like a queen or king, and vassal is kind of like a knight or something, I don't know. Well, I was prepared to argue for my suggestion. The buzz died in my throat when the owl's words sank in. Of course. I should have known the owl would raise the argument relating to one thing I can't risk, my job as a vassal for the country. I've spent 5 years training every day to be the best vassal I can, to protect the true people like my. Perhaps the loss of Lyle's point. We should keep this quiet as possible. Yet, something doesn't sit quite right with me, and I can't ignore the feeling deep in my gut that tells me I should begin by asking around for information I can get my hands on. Ooh. Oh, I gotta make decisions. I was wondering about that. Like, shouldn't. So I was just gonna read. Ugh. And I was actually looking at some reviews for this, and apparently the decisions actually, like, influence the story. So this isn't just some, like, thing that doesn't even matter. I got compromised, so I only asked a couple of trusted guildmates. Ask a trusted friend like Averia to ask for information. This is nice asking other vassals. I probably did the friend thing because I trusted them more. My stomach churns in anxiety. I pluck a stray thread in my sleeves, deep in thought. I can't say that Lyle's wrong, but I need to know what's happening to me. A memory of Teddy's fearful voice as she tries waking me on flashes across my mind. That's all I heard. I need to know. Maybe get up to a compromise with the owl? Instead of asking around the guild personally, I'd ask Averia to keep an ear out for any hint of information. Or perhaps she'd even be willing to subtly ask a few friends to see if anyone has blackouts. Averia is the warrior with the highest rank of the guild. Even the king respects her. Never go down to her ability to be a vassal of his AIRIS. Even I suspect she's suffering from periods of unconsciousness. The owl bites her lip, clearly trying to find an argument against my suggestion. Yes, I admit that I intentionally avoid suspicion from falling onto us. What if Vera accidentally lets that slip into you're the one who wanted about it? You know, it's likely no one would know anything more than we do. Do you think it's worth the risk? Yes. The others seemed surprised at my firm, swift response and full silence, bowing their head. Well, I'm trying to come to a compromise because I respected Jay's consent. I know if you but even if there's no one else suffering from the same blackouts, which I highly doubt is the case anyway, don't you think we have the duty to warn others? We are sworn to protect the country, protect people of AIRIS. If this is a new sort of sickness, we cannot keep this to ourselves. The owl doesn't speak, but their face betrays a desire to speak. This grieves me further, perhaps. Eventually, the owl exhales loudly and spreads their hands in front of them. The shrug. Well, I don't really have a choice. I can't stop you anyway. You never budge as soon as it involves protecting other people. Relieved that I don't have to argue with my best friend anymore, I flash Lyle an impish grin. I'll just take my job seriously. Instead of cracking a rueful smile like I expected them to, Leonard shrugged and sides it again. This time, I'm certain that Lyle is avoiding my eyes on purpose. Disconcerted by Lyle's strange demeanour, I turn around and stretch my arms above my head, realizing that some of my earlier fatigue had faded during the conversation. Still looking away from them, I tip my head in the direction of the guild hall. So, shall we go to the guild hall? There's no time like the present, right? Right. If you want to go. Pretending not to notice the lack of enthusiasm in their distracted answer, I give them a warm smile. Wait, did I miss something? Nope. You going? No, I'm afraid not. I have somewhere I need to be. An urgent matter. I raised an eyebrow, crossed my arms in front of my chest. Oh, you didn't mention that when you stopped me in the middle of the street to talk. Cody Dino 11 is now playing Warframe. Hey. Thank you for letting me know that. I really appreciate it. Yes, I just suddenly remembered that I have a prior engagement. I'm going to be late, so I must run. I'll see you tomorrow, Leah. And they're gone. Still not meaning. I keep on doing that. Still not meaning my eyes. Leah bobs their head in a quick farewell and rushes off, their strides long and hurried. I can only stare after Leah streeting back, feeling a deep unease. Is Leah hiding something from me? If so, what could it possibly be? But I'm going to end it there. Because that is where I'm going to end it. I'm going to save it here. Because it's saving sun. Anyway, I like this. I like it. I'm actually devoted into the story. Like, I feel a connection to the characters-ish. So anyway, like this video if you liked it, and dislike if you didn't really like it, and comment down below, if you want me to play this more, and subscribe so you know when my next video comes out, because that is always the best thing to do. Anyway, I'm the Techno Penguin, signing